During the operation, we tested one of Russia's newest medium-range missile systems under combat conditions, using a ballistic missile equipped with non-nuclear hypersonic technology. Our missile specialists have named it Oreshnik, Hazel. Modern air defense systems worldwide, including those developed by the US for deployment in Europe, cannot intercept such missiles.
In the ongoing conflict between Russia and Ukraine, a new weapon has emerged that has caught the world's attention: the Oreshnik missile, also known as Russia's Hazel Intermediate Range Ballistic Missile, IRBM. But what exactly is this missile, and why is it so significant? The Oreshnik is a new hypersonic medium-range ballistic missile developed by Russia. It was publicly announced by President Vladimir Putin in November 2024, and it's already making headlines due to its advanced capabilities. One of the most impressive features of the Oreshnik missile is its unprecedented speed. Traveling at up to 12,250 kilometers per hour, more than 10 times the speed of sound, it can reach targets across Europe within minutes. For instance, it can hit the UK in 19 minutes, Belgium in 14, Germany in 11, and Poland in just 8 minutes. With a range of up to 5,000 kilometers, over 3,000 miles, the missile has the capacity to strike deep into Europe and even the western coast of the United States. This gives Russia a strategic edge with the ability to reach targets far beyond its borders. The Oreshnik is equipped with multiple independently targetable re-entry vehicles, or MIRVs. This means the missile can carry 3 to 6 warheads, each with individual guidance. This makes the missile highly accurate, with each warhead directed to hit a separate target. These warheads can be conventional or nuclear, with a potential payload of 150 kilotons. This gives Russia the flexibility to use the missile for a range of military strategies, from tactical strikes to large-scale deterrence. But what makes the Oreshnik even more intriguing is that it's based on an earlier Russian missile, the RS-26 Rubezh. The RS-26 Rubezh is an intercontinental ballistic missile, ICBM, developed in the 2000s, with a range greater than 5,500 kilometers, qualifying it as an ICBM. The RS-26 Rubezh was originally intended for long-range strikes and is considered a solid-fuel road-mobile missile, meaning it can be launched from various locations, making it harder to track and intercept. The Oreshnik, however, is a modified version of the RS-26, designed to be hypersonic, with much faster speeds and maneuverability. It's equipped with a range of new technologies to make it even more effective in modern warfare. In late November 2024, in response to Ukrainian attacks on Russian territory using US and British missiles, Russia launched an Oreshnik missile at a defense facility in Dnipro, Ukraine, targeting the Pivdenmash missile and space rocket company. This move was a direct retaliatory strike, signaling that Russia is willing to escalate the conflict with advanced weaponry. According to Putin, the Oreshnik missile's hypersonic speed and advanced features mean it cannot be intercepted by current defense systems. This puts additional pressure on Ukraine and its allies as Russia showcases its missile prowess.
In cases where strikes on Ukrainian territory using systems like Oreshnik are deemed necessary, we will proactively warn civilians and citizens of friendly countries in these areas to evacuate. We will do this publicly and openly out of humanitarian considerations, without fear of interference from the enemy, who will also receive this information, because there are currently no means to counteract such weapons.
The Pentagon confirmed the missile's launch, but clarified that it was based on the RS-26 Rubezh missile, which was a key part of the conflict following the US withdrawal from the INF Treaty in 2019.
This IRBM was based on Russia's RS-26 Rubezh intercontinental ballistic missile model. In terms of notifications to the United States. The United States was pre-notified briefly before the launch through nuclear risk reduction channels.
Ukrainian officials, however, initially misidentified the missile as an ICBM, a type of missile with a much longer range due to the missile's power and scale. But can the Oreshnik be stopped? Ukraine's air defense systems, like the Patriot missile defense, have had success against high-speed targets in the past, but whether they can intercept this missile is still uncertain. Experts say it's a game changer in terms of missile technology.
The development of medium and short-range missiles is a response to U.S. plans to manufacture and deploy such missiles in Europe and the Asia-Pacific region. We believe the U.S. made a mistake by unilaterally withdrawing in 2019 from the INF Treaty, Intermediate Range Nuclear Forces Treaty, under a fabricated pretext.
As of now, no clear solution exists to counter the Oreshnik. Its hypersonic nature and MIRV capabilities make it a formidable weapon in Russia's arsenal. The missile's speed and range allow it to strike with minimal warning, making it an ideal candidate for surprise attacks that can devastate a target before any defenses can react.
The testing of the Oreshnik missile system under combat conditions is a direct response to NATO countries' aggressive actions against Russia. The decision to further deploy medium and short-range missiles will depend on the actions of the United States and its satellites. Targets for future strikes during tests of our new missile systems will be determined based on threats to Russia's security. We reserve the right to use our weapons against military facilities in countries that permit their weapons to be used against our facilities. In the event of escalating aggression, we will respond decisively and in kind.
Putin's warning to the West is clear. The use of missiles like Oreshnik may signal escalation toward a more global conflict. As Russia continues to develop and deploy new weapons, the stakes of the war grow ever higher. The Oreshnik is just one example of how modern warfare is evolving, where speed, range, and technological advancements are the deciding factors. How the world responds to these new threats will shape the future of global security.